All right, we're ready to go. So hopefully you guys could have a look at the risk disclaimer. Let me take this off. Why is it not coming off? There we go. All right, here. Guys, we had 2 trades open from last week to today. Is it logged in? I don't think my FinLogic's account, well, it is. So strange, because I had NZDUSD open it. Interesting. And I had as well Aussie dollar open it. So these are the 2 trades we had open from last week. We had Aussie dollar short and New Zealand dollar long. Looks like the Aussie dollar is in profit and the New Zealand dollar is in a bit of a loss, or even take stop loss. Let's have a look into the DXM. So we had the long New Zealand dollar at 0.58543. So let me grab this tool. What day was that again? It was on the 4th, of this month. So 4th of December, around here. Let me just take this to the upside. Perfect. On the 4th of December, right here. So we've opened up from there on the open price of all the way to the top. Okay. And then stop loss was on 57,700. I don't know why it's not on here already, because it was supposed to. Oh, okay, 0.0 point. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to even put the TP, because as we see, we've just hit stop loss. So there's no need to be looking at the TP. But I'm just going to put here so everyone knows where the TP was. Profit level. Oops, too much zeros. There you go. Okay. So this was the trade. Oh, we're still running. But to be very honest with everyone, I think we can close this because it formed a higher low. A lower high, sorry. It formed a lower high right here, and it didn't broke this stop. So, we try to go up and break this stop here, but it unfortunately didn't. And now the market is pretty much moving back all the way down again. And what it can possibly happen is it can possibly do the and catch or stop loss. Okay, so possibly can catch or stop loss. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to minimize our risks as as a manager trading. We're managing the trade, and we're going to get a loss for this trade. So we're going to close this trade in a loss. But before, let's have a look at Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar trade, we've had an open price at, let me just grab this. And then we put into a short position on the 4th as well. So somewhere around here. Entry. Right there. Stop loss. Stop loss. And then the take profit. Maybe we're still running, but that was a good trade. That trade was to be, let's see how much. That's good trade. Yeah, so that trade is 128. Sorry, let me just bring the entry price again. Yeah, so that's a 128 trade. We still pretty good running, and exceptionally better after we had the what is this one doing here? That's not mine. I don't know why it's in there. But yeah, so this trade is doing really well. I think what we can do now is we could just wait for a little bit longer, so we could bring the stop loss to break even. So at the moment, we quite didn't break this low. Soon as we break this low, we could definitely bring the stop loss to break even. Did anyone catch this trade? Just send me on the messages on the sorry on the what's the name, on the chat. So if you guys catch this trade, that's pretty good. Just depends how much you risk it. So let's say if you risk with the same 1.5% as us, as we did, then you could be making somewhere around 1.5% already just now, okay, from your trading account. So really good. Let's move on. This trade for NZDUSD, we're gonna close that in a loss. All right. We're gonna close that trade in a loss. Let me check before we close the. Let me go into FinLogics again. Logics. So let me, before we go and close this trade, I want to see the market sentiment for that. Maybe, you know, we can see it coming back because it's somewhat losing its strength right in the bottom here. I'm not, you know, I don't think it will, but NZDUSD. There we go, bullish, still bullish. So we have two possibilities. We could either close and get a loss of around 1.8%, and we can recover on this trade, or we could continue and let it run to minimize the losses. I do think that this would be the best option. Well, it was supposed to get close up here, right? When we had this break from the bottom here. That would be the best case scenario. But as we weren't on top of it, maybe we need to start checking the positions quite more often. You know, it's a swing trade strategy, but still, maybe if we can check on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays and Thursdays as well, just in case we're missing some opportunities or etc., would be quite good. Let me see if there is anyone trying to join us. Feels like there's some people trying to join us. No. So there's a message here. Hello, offer trade man. Why is NZD US dollar showing as bullish, although most numbers seem to be short? I don't seem to understand how sentiment works. Sorry, Bojo. What do you mean by that? So basically, your question is you don't know how the sentiment the sentiment works. Hell of a trade. Yeah, that was a good trade. Aussie dollar was a good trade. We still keep watching this to definitely get to the bottom here, to a good take profit. And soon as it possible, we're going to be looking to minimize the risk. And maybe we can even add to some more positions. Maybe, all right? Not that we will, but there is a possibility to do that, to scale the position if we see the break to the bottom and then a pull back. Okay, so but at the moment that doesn't look like a possibility. All right, okay, moving on. All right, so let's look. The best case scenario is to close this NZDUSD. All right, best case scenario is to close this. So what I will do is I will close NZDUSD with a loss of 1.8%. So where it is, my DXM strategy. So closed position results. So 1.8% of $5,000 is equal to $90. So minus 90. And then the swaps, we don't know. I have to check later. And then the total gain, total loss would be swaps plus, oh, sorry, close it position result plus swaps. Okay. So at the moment, it's only $90. I would have to check the swaps. How many days did we stay into the position? So from the 4th, we have some messages. Hello, mate. Why do you not post a Zoom video recording the Telegram channel or on YouTube? Um, who say that? We do post Telegram, we do post YouTube videos every day after it, all right? So basically, I'm going to show you. So if you go into ACY Securities YouTube channel, this one, right here, you can click on it and then you can come into videos. So let's say yesterday we had the webinar, the Tuesday webinar, and you can say right here, macro week ahead, all right? So this is the macro week ahead from yesterday. So the whole webinar is here, all right? And you can check that. What I will do is I will send this link to you so you have it. Let me grab the chat. Link to YouTube video, YouTube webinar replay. Okay. Done. Satish say normally Aussie dollar and US dollar is positive correlation currency, so both trade has to be same side. I think so. No, so basically one trade would be, I knew that already, that one trade would be in profit and another trade would be in loss, but that's fine because our risk on AUD has a higher potential to being profit. So what do we lose on NZDUSD is what we're going to be ended up making on Aussie dollar. Okay. All right. So enough being said, I think it's time for us to catch some other trades. Let's see what we have here. GBP AUD bullish. I definitely agree with this. So let's have a look on GBP AUD. On FinLogix, when you go into sentiment, NZDUSD is giving a bullish signal. Already 69% short. Yeah, that's exactly it. So we trading on the opposite of the majority. Okay, so that's the whole point of the strategy. So let's say we have, I don't know, euro dollar, and we have 50-50, right? 50% is long, 50% is short. We don't do anything. If 40% is long and 60% is short, we long it. So we always following the minority and not the majority. Okay. So that's the whole point of the strategy here that we're trying to do. We're following the minority on the market, not the majority. Yeah. Okay. Understood. That's good. Not a problem, Bodger. All good. Okay. So moving on. GBP AUD, bullish, but as the look like, feels like we've run the trade a lot already. So it's not a bad idea, not a good idea to do that. Next one, NZDUSD already know, GBPJPY bullish. Let's check it. GBPJPY bullish. That's a tricky trade because it kind of looks good, but yeah, it's making higher lows, higher highs, higher highs. Okay, it looks good. We could try. Let's enter into market price and let me see where it is. There we go, long position. So we enter here and let's check the average true range. how much it is right now is at 626. Okay, so 626, 626 times 6. So that's 3,000. Oh, 626 times 6. 3,375, 37 pips. Sorry, 375 pips, 3,756 points on stop loss. 300 and what? 756. So 350 should be fine. Okay. Yeah, it's still below these lows. That's okay. So now we would be aiming for at least 1.8. Let me check if this is good. Well, we will be aiming for the big whole row here. What we can potentially do is we can go to 15 minutes and we can take this off. There is opportunity for us to maybe do something into a smaller time frame. I think it would work better to us. So maybe we can enter here. And what's the, it's on 100, so 600. No, I don't think it would be good, because if we take this into consideration here, the 50% would be, the 60% would be just below just above our stop loss, and that's not what we want. We want something a little bit bigger, so maybe the 1 hour time frame. In the 1 hour time frame, we have 189, so that's something a bit better. Let me zoom out from here. 189 times, let me check, 189 times 6, that's 1134, 1134. Well, that's somewhat interesting. We could catch it, okay? Because what we could potentially do is we could trade this on a 1 hour. Interesting. Okay, that's a good trade. It's a good trade, but I don't think it's quite the right fit at the moment. So let's wait and see if we have all the opportunities into the market. Okay, let me close this NZDUSD. Euro Aussie up. Yeah, that makes sense. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. That's a 1 a.m. 1 day. That's 1 day. I don't want 1 day. Let's go for the 1 hour. So 1 hour up seems good actually. Didn't broke the top yet, so we still can catch this move up most likely. So let me go into average true range again. It's on 155, so 155 times 6, 930. So let's say 1,000. So long, so we should be looking here to 1,000. Like that. That looks good. And then 1 to 8, that's already there. I think this is a really good trade. I think we can work on this one. Definitely a good opportunity for us. Yes, this is where we should be looking to. Okay, yeah. Let's put this one on the list as well. That looks good trade. Between GBPJPY and Euro Aussie, I still prefer Euro Aussie. And then we go all the way down to USD CAD bearish. Let's have a look. USD CAD bearish. USD CAD. USD CAD. That's on a daily time frame, and it's already very much up. Yeah, I think USD CAD, there's no trade to be done here. You know, there's definitely some huge move to the upside because of the oil and strengthening of the US dollar. So not that great. Let's move on. Euro CHF short as well. Euro CHF. Euro CHF short. That's the 1 hour time frame. That looks great after this huge pullback. But you know, EURUSD is a pair that tends to be trading very sideways in the last couple of weeks. Okay, not that great. Aussie dollar we already in. So it makes sense for us, you know, because if we are already in and it's still saying bearish, maybe it's a good opportunity for us to, you know, once we have a pullback, I'm not saying right now, but once we have a pullback, we could definitely short the market again. So like here, where's this? So if we have a, you know, a break to the downside and then up somewhere around here, then we could short the market again with half the risk or something. And then we can take off the first trade risk and we can increase or, sorry guys, someone had the mic up, sorry, mic on. All right, so as I was saying, that's a good opportunity for us to keep watching this Aussie dollar short trade. I think we can continue to carry this. Anyway, so next would be Aussie JPY short. I don't think it looks good, but let's have a look. Aussie JPY short. Yeah, Australian dollar is really weak at the moment. So it kind of makes sense. I think if we would go for this trade, I would go for the 15-minute time frame because what we can do, we can target a very close target. So if we zoom out, we can see right here in the bottom, we could target that somewhere around here. And then we could put a short position, but let me just check the average true range. 73, so that's not bad. We could do like a day trading here. So here, where's my calculator? So 73 times 6, 438, so 440. So 440, and then this one comes to here. That's perfect. Okay, yeah, let's have this trade as a short-term trade. So we have a really good two trades at the moment. Euro Aussie up and Aussie JPY down, so that makes sense. And then GBP JPY up. I think these three trades are pretty great. KJPY, Euro Pound, Aussie CAD, NZ dollar. So I think this is plenty of trades for us already to be following during the week. GBPJPY, Euro AUD, GBPJPY long, Euro AUD short, sorry, long again, and Aussie JPY short. So if we're going short on here, we're having an exposure, positive exposure on Japanese yen. And if we go in here, we have a negative exposure on Japanese yen. So we're positive exposure on GBP. So it kind of makes sense. So we sort of hedging a risk, but as it's a higher term structure for GBPJPY, it doesn't much affect our short structure for this big boy here. What we could potentially do is maybe, yeah, wait a little bit more, somewhere around there. So let's not take this trade as right now. What I will do is I will take this trade as right now. So I'm taking GBPJPY long. Okay. Okay. So I'm taking GBPJPY long. So GBPJPY. And today is on the 11th of 12 of 2024. And it's a long. And then the price risk, we're going to be using 1.5%. And then for that, we need to use our calculator on FinLogix. Then we have to calculate it. So go into calculators and then position size, and then account balance is 5,000 US dollar. Risk will be 1.5%. Oops, sorry. And then we're going to be looking to GBPJPY. I don't think the team is working on here. I don't think we can calculate yet. I think they're still working on that, but let me check. Entry level, let me get it from here. Position size, 5,000 US dollar, 1.5%, GBPJPY, GBPJPY. Good. And then the open price would be 193.724, and the stop loss price will be 192.600. Let me see. Yeah, it's not working properly. Okay, it's not going to be 52 lots. No way. So what we can probably do is, because we have to calculate Aussie JPY as well, so we have to calculate manually, but it's a 0.05 for this one, and then stop loss 192.600, 192.600. And then for take profit is 195.760. And then swaps and etc. that comes later. All right. The entry price is 193.726. Okay. Next position we have is Euro Aussie long. Okay. Entry price 166.163. We have a chat. When are you going to do another video of fundamental analysis playlist on YouTube? Well, I think everything is already there, right? Long trade, 1.5% risk. Then we can calculate that. Let me just get all the numbers first. So stop loss will be at 164. Let's say 164.200. Oh no, it's too much. 188 then. Yeah, 164.188. 164.88. Okay, and then the profit level 166.980. Okay, done. Position size will be, let's calculate now. Calculators, position size, count balance 5,000, risk will be 1.5%. It will be on Euro Aussie. There you go. Open price is at 163.163. Stop loss is at 164.188. And let's calculate. So that's give us 0.6 lots. Okay. And this is it for this trade. Now, next trade is Aussie JPY short. Okay, we are on fire. All right, we are on this trade. This trade is a short trade. Okay, it's not that long. Just so you guys know, we won't be looking to carry this trade for a while. It's on a short to stop loss. It's not even on the top here. So this trade is more riskier, okay? But still with the same sort of risk reward of 1.8. Well, nearly 1.9 on this one, but still 1.87. What I will do is this trade is already live, so it's running. So let's go. So Aussie JPY. It's on the same day. And it's a short trade. And it's on the entry price of 96,673. 673. 1.5%. We don't know yet. And this guy here is the stop loss. So stop loss would be 97,112. 97,112. And then take profit will be 95,837. Done. Still running. Now let's calculate. So how many points is that? 44. So 1%, 50. So that's going to be 0.05. And that should be it. Now we get all of these put into high, long, short. Okay. This will all go to the side. Done. This goes to the side as well. Perfect. Now we have to take a screenshot of this, and then we should be done. Okay. Take all of those three and we put into the mid like that. Perfect. Okay. Now let's have a look into GBPJPY. Right there. Guys, I'm gonna have to see what's, and also you said I will show you spreadsheet. Oh yeah, the spreadsheet. Yeah, I'm just figuring out how can I do that actually, because it's kind of complex model. So it's not an easy one. So I'm just trying to understand how can I put in simple ways so everyone can understand there's no boundaries of technology and anything like that. But it's not an easy model. It's like not the best way, but I will definitely try to do it by next quarter for sure. Okay. Right. Let me just stop share my screen because my computer, it's not working nice today. Just a second. I need the snipping tool. And let me share screen again. Screen. All right. Can you guys see? Yes, you can. That's perfect. Let's take a screenshot first of GBPJPY here. Okay. And let's paste it onto the DXM strategy. Okay. Now, next is EURUSD. EURUSD is right here. And then the next is the next currency is Aussie JPY. Aussie JPY short right here. Aussie JPY. Done. Alrighty. We got some good trades today, guys. Hopefully those trades can give us some good profits. Or good learnings as well. As some people like to say. All right, so just recapping. We still have AUDUSD running, just waiting for the break as it is doing right now beautifully, getting a pullback and then continue to go down, and then we maybe have an add position somewhere around here. We will check tomorrow. Oh, sorry, tomorrow I won't be here again. Just so you guys know, tomorrow I won't be here. I will only be here next Tuesday. Okay, so GBPJPY long, Euro AUD long, and then AUDJPY short. We're playing the weakness of the Australian dollar at the moment for Euro Aussie and Aussie JPY. But as I say, this trade on Aussie JPY is a more risky trade. It's not for everyone, but if you don't like that, that's fine. You don't need to follow. Of course, this is not to be followed. It's just an incentive for you guys to understand how simple the DXM strategy can be. All right, guys. Sorry for the delay today. I don't know what was going on with my computer, but I could work it out and solve the problem. Someone asked me when I'm gonna do a news trading related event. I don't think I will, man. It's not the type of thing we kind of do. But I can try to talk to my team and see if that's possible. All right, but I don't promise you. Gold. Look, we don't have gold on the pipeline today. Yeah, we don't have gold on the pipeline here, but talking very briefly about gold, let me get it on Aussie dollar. Gold has been quite volatile a couple of days. Forget about gold, sir. Where is gold here, guys? There's no gold here, right? We don't trade, it's neutral. So it's 50-50. But anyways, yeah, so gold is, after this huge deep down, this dive deep down, it's a scaling coming back. It was a good opportunity to long gold here, as I've mentioned it, and we can now probably get back to where we were before on 2,800 before year end. Okay, but yeah, definitely gold is up for next year, in my opinion. With the geopolitical pressures and US presidential changing the presidency, I think there is opportunity for us to be long on gold. Great one. Not a problem. All right, guys. Thank you so much for today. Sorry again for the delay. Don't know what was going on, but then I could have solved the problem. And yeah, that's it. Luckily we could cover everything, and that should be fine. So have a great week ahead. Sorry, the last 2 days remaining, Thursday and Friday. And I see you guys next Tuesday, and I see you as well next Friday on the video. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great one and catch up. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.